Tonight, General Grievous will be leading this army of droids in a retribution mission against the people of Naboo. It is, of course, led by General Grievous, and Grievous has been armed with the DT-57 Annihilator. He's also been upgraded with aggressive tactics and strict orders. Behind him, we got a unit of B-2 Super Battle Droids. They've been upgraded with an extra Super Battle Droid, and then the Ha Trooper for some impact goodness. They're surrounded by 5 units of B-1 Battle Droids. 2 of those have been upgraded with the E-5C B-1 Trooper. 1 has an extra Battle Droid with them, along with the integrated comms antenna. And then 2 have the E-60R B-1 Trooper and HQ uplink. Running out my list, I got 2 units of Droidicas with linked targeting array. And that's going to be it at 799 points. A total of 9 activations ready to take on the clones. Chris is back and he's brought a clone army to defend Naboo against this droid attack. Chris, tell us about what you brought.
Yes. So leading my forces, I have Clone Commander Rex. I have put aggressive tactics and recon intel, kind of a shoe-in for Clone Commander Rex, but he is bringing R2-D2 and C-3PO as shown behind him. They do not have any upgrades on them. Coming over here, I have 1 clone squad that has the Z6 Phase 1 Trooper, an extra clone unit, and the frag grenades to possibly get some surges to hit if the battle gets close there. I also have just behind them a clone unit that has the DC-15 Phase 1 Trooper, and I threw in a Phase 1 Clone Specialist as well. Over right to the left of them is a bare no upgrade clone unit with 4 guys. Over on the far left, closest to us, is going to be a clone unit that is utilizing a Phase 1 Clone Captain and the DP-23 kind of closer range clone gun. I also put the frag grenades and offensive push on that unit so they can move and grab that aim token. And then last but not least, the centerpiece of the whole list is the oh, did I not get to that
unit? You did not get to that unit yet.
Oh no. Okay.
They are feeling pretty good about themselves as the centerpiece.
They are the Phase 1 Clone Trooper unit utilizing a Clone Specialist, but I put the RPS-6 Phase 1 Trooper rocket launcher on that squad. And then the actual centerpiece of the squad, I have the TX-130 Saber class fighter tank. And I have placed all kinds of goodies on it. I have the laser turret, the bunker buster shells, and driving that tank is none other than Ayla Secura.
Jedi Master. Okay, so altogether 795 points, 8 activations, and interestingly, every single weapon available to the clone Phase 1s is represented in this army. So it should be a good time here on Naboo. Controversially, Chris has opted to be the red player, which means these are my battlefield condition cards. And what we have here is Major Offensive, Disarray, the Long March, Sabotage the Moisture Evaporators, Key Positions, Breakthrough, Limited Visibility, Minefield, and Clear Conditions. Chris, I'm going to pass with my first veto.
Alright, so with my first flip here, I really don't want to play on Limited Viz with a melee unit who can run up to me. So I'm going to flip the Fog of War there.
Alright, this has not changed my calculus at all. I'm going to pass a second time.
Okay. Well, I'd rather not play in the minefield as well, and so this time we can actually be playing clear conditions on purpose.
Okay, so you obviously like clear conditions. I love Sabotage the Moisture Evaporators as the blue player, and Major Offensive is probably neutral to both of us. So, let's have at it.
Okay.
We are here on Naboo, and we got lots of cool terrain, thanks to the guys over at Imperial Terrain and my buddy Troy, who built and made this for me. I painted it. Start up here in the corner with our trusty river that runs through this city, and that is going to be difficult terrain, open. Well, you can go inside this ruined building right here that somebody has made a home, and that's going to be difficult terrain to move through and provide heavy cover. All the other buildings that you see on the map are heavy cover. We have 2 hills, one here, one on the other side, which is light cover, as is this stone wall. Stone wall is going to be difficult to move over. These fences here, made out of wood, will be easy to move over, also providing cover 1. And trees provide cover 1. Got a couple of high hedges, which will be difficult to move over, provide cover 1. Some more building. And then we got the other hill there, some more buildings, and that's going to be about it. Chris, did I miss anything?
No.
Barricades. Barricades are cover 2 and
yes.
difficult to move over. So let's start with your deployment over there, buddy.
Okay. So I started pretty early with the most obvious deployments, the Saber tank, which was going to need room to play. And then this 4-man squad over here, I kind of continued to deploy my squad so that Rex's scouting move could affect either side of the table. So I put some guys here, and I put some guys here, and a guy here to kind of look at the center objective. When it came time to put Rex on the field, it looked like it was pretty heavily stacked over there. So, and especially with the fact that I've got a clone captain over here, that I feel like abandoning this unit would be a lot worse in terms of suppression. So we placed here and kind of ran sideways with our Scout 2 move and 2 very tightly packed clone squads over here.
All right, you see Chris has taken his aim token for that pre-game move, and it's worth noting we do have a evaporator back here that Chris placed, and that is why he has that 4-man squad.
Yes.
I
also placed R2-D2 and C-3PO over here because of the building, meaning that their ability to try to get over here into the deployment squad, the deployment zone, if at all possible, gives a threat of a victory point, especially when sabotaging moisture vaporators often comes to points. This might...
Well, we have managed to fill my deployment zone over here with droid bodies, so you'll have to kill some.
Yeah, a few. Just a couple.
All right, so we're going to go over my B1s first as they form a long line. There's a break in it, though, you'll see. So, rocket launcher squad. This is one with an E5C squad up here on the hill. We got the regular one with the extra clone droid body there, and then we got our other rocket launcher here. So they're being anchored by General Grievous, and in the center I got a unit of Droidicas facing towards Chris's lines, and a unit of Droidicas facing towards my left. And it's rounded out with this squad of B2s right in the center. So this distance right here is just a bit long for coordinate to work, but we're gonna work around that, no problem. So it should be a very exciting game. Chris?
Yeah.
Good luck to you.
Good luck to you, sir.
Come back with their turn 1 cards next. Turn 1 cards, Chris. I've gone with standing orders.
Nice. Well, I figured this might be the only time I get to use it with my deployment, so I went for we are not programmed to give 4 clones orders.
All right, we'll come back after orders with you having the priority. Chris, you've given your orders out. Where have you gone?
Yep, to the only 4 clones my card will allow me. This squad over here barely in range 3, and then these squads here. It gives 2 surge tokens, 2 Rex, and then I get to place a surge token on all 4 of these units with my aggressive tactics. And you have placed yours.
I have. I placed it to Grievous, and he gained a surge token. And then I popped HQ uplink and transferred that down the line. And then I popped this HQ uplink as well to get an order token on my B2s. Surge tokens on the 2 units with the rocket launchers and these B2s. And those 2 Droidica units do not have order tokens. They're sitting over there in my pile, the only thing in my pile. So, Chris,
okay.
You are up, turn 1.
Yep, and for probably maybe the first time on your channel, I'm going to be shooting on the very first activation of the game.
Doesn't happen often.
So, I am going to be using, since I know I will be moving them, you don't mind me moving guys out of the way?
Nope.
I will be moving, oops, my bad. Just trying to cheat to make it a little easier for me. There we go. Just right up there. And bringing the rest of the squad. Let's see. This one. Yep, not the one with the rocket launcher. This is the Z6 squad. Gotta make sure I got everyone able to see something. Oh yeah. Okay. So this squad. Actually, as I moved out. Make sure I still played it right. I still have range 3.
You do?
Now I believe you're gonna have heavy cover.
Okay.
Against this shot.
I'll take it. I had my doubts about that being a no cover shot, so I went over there and looked at it. They definitely. You said that it was going to be heavy cover. It's no cover.
Yes. Yes.
Helping
Michael's
you help
a
yourself.
gracious opponent, helping me get better attacks against him. So here comes the attack. 6 white, 5 black, because it is an extra trooper unit in that squad. So, all these dice. a bit low here. I've got 3 hits. Now Rex does have the aim token.
Yep. It's clearly within range 1 in line of sight.
Clearly, so I will be spending that aim token
Okay.
to throw a couple more black dice. See if I can't make this better, just a little bit better. So 4 rolls for you.
Sure wish I had a heavy cover.
Ooh.
I will spend a surge token to make that a block, and I'll lose 3 droids.
Okay.
So we've lost 3 droids and taken a suppression token for them. Effective shooting by the clones, but it could have been much worse for me. I'm going to go ahead and activate that unit, and I have serious concerns about their ability to survive for much longer. So what they're going to do is they are going to take a double move after they use strict orders to get rid of that suppression. So they're going to move, and then they're going to move a second time with no issues back to here. This unit does have an uplink and some long-range firepower, so it's imperative that I allow them to survive for a bit. And that will end their activation, so we'll come back when Chris is ready. Chris has made up his mind on what he's going to do, and he's flipping the activation token on those clones over there.
Okay, let's run forward here.
Okay.
And we're going to position ourselves right in front of the barricade.
I think you'd have to go to the side of the barricade.
Okay.
Because if you go over the top, it would reduce your speed by 1.
You are so right. Every time I try to cheat, you don't allow it.
And you start talking softly when you're trying to cheat. That's how I know you're trying to cheat. We're going to move these guys right over the barricade.
I'm just going to...
Second action?
Second action. I should be dodging from where I'm at.
Oh, okay. I'm going to dodge over there. So that's going to leave it up to me, eh? All right, we'll be back.
Yes. Try to reverse cheat there.
All right, so I'm going to go with my droids here on the left, and they're going to take a move action.
Okay.
Cuddling up against this wall. Rocket launcher in tow. And after that, my friend, they're going to recover
Okay.
their HQ uplink.
Yes.
Chris is toying around with his stack at this point.
I will be drawing from the bag.
So I'm going to go ahead and flip those. All right, Chris, what'd you get?
Trooper.
Okay.
Okay, let's go with these guys way over here who are going to be making a double move straight to base contact with the objective. Knocking over terrain in classic fashion.
Classic fashion. All right, over on my side, taking a look at things. I think what we're going to need to do is close a little bit of a gap here. So we're going to go ahead and activate this unit here, Chris.
Okay.
And they are undoubtedly going to double move.
Okay.
Here. And then making sure I don't give Chris an easy shot with those boys over there. So we'll go ahead and cohere these guys. Try to make it so we're not running over ourselves with the old troopers there. So I'm going to go ahead and find their token and flip it over. And while I'm finding their token, Chris, what are you going to do?
I think...
Found it.
I think I should go with who's going to have the least impact. Which I think is going to be Rex at the moment. Let's, tempted to abandon my position and come back, but I don't. Okay.
This is the weirdest game of evaporators I've ever played.
I know, I love it. This is, I mean, it's not as bad as the last time we played Disarray.
Yeah.
But it's up there.
Scouting Party has put everything in question here, I think.
Yes. So there's one move.
He'll gain an aim token for that. We'll take care of that later.
I'm going to play passive. I'm going to get in dodge for him at.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so that's going to be over to me then. And got a couple of B1 units here that are probably the next best thing to start moving out. So we're going to do that. Starting with this guy over here, he's going to come down the hill.
Okay.
And then forward one-ish. And that's going to be it for, oh, that's their first move, eh? No, that was 2 moves. I moved down, then up. So that's going to be it for them.
All right. These clones with this order token right here are going to be the next to activate. Let's run them. Well, they would land just on Rex, so I think I'll just go here and have them hug this wall. A little more so I can differentiate between the units. And I guess let's gain a dodge good old order sharing clones.
I won't be shooting at that cluster, that's for sure. They seem like they are all set. And now that they have gone, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and move out these droidicas.
Okay.
They're going to enter into wheel mode and make a double move.
Okay.
Droidicas remain in ball mode until the end of the turn. That's going to give them cover 2, but they can't use shield tokens.
Okay.
That's going to be their activation.
All right. I will be taking from my stack, and I have taken the Saber Tank. Well, this thing is going to be coming forward and making a speed 2 move. Now I'm able to cross this stuff.
You are able to, well, the tree would be a little big, but we're going to let that slide. You will be crossing your own unit, though, which will suppress them as it displaces them.
And cause them to be displaced. Actually, the whole thing would be moved at that point, wouldn't it? Because the base is so big, it would travel along.
Yeah.
Okay. Which would allow you just to move them straight back at range 1, right?
No, because it's not going to land on the unit leader.
Okay.
So that should be okay.
Okay. Well, then in that case...
Now, you do have to make sure you can land there. This is huge.
I know.
And you can't overlap the objective token.
But if I come back as much as possible... Let's see.
We're going to do this off camera.
Okay.
Okay, Chris could not get over...
This base is fun.
Can't get over the tree and then not land on the objective token of the moisture evaporator there. So he's going to have to do a little strafing here, I think. Does reduce your speed by 1, and you can't, whatever you're doing there.
I can't do whatever I'm doing there. I will, oh gosh. Sorry.
Oh, watch the antenna. Watch the antenna.
I'm not touching the antenna.
Okay.
You watch the antenna. Alright, I am going to strafe just over like that.
Yep.
And then trying to think about later things. I will let's see, what do you have? You have those guys left to go with.
Yeah, I got my B2s, I got my droidicas, I got Grievous, and I got a unit of B1 still.
Okay. What's the range on their impact weapon?
Range 3.
Okay. Well, I'm so big, I'm sure I'll end up like right here if I move forward. I'll move forward a little bit. How about that?
All right.
Because I want to make sure I'm not just taking free damage. Good enough for me. Okay.
Just a second action there. Okay.
That was it.
Bless you. All right. So that is going to allow me to move up with my good old B2s. Can I get a range 3 check there, sir? It's going to be a little bit short.
Yeah, if I did move fully, that would...
But there's not much left for Chris to do here, so I knocked him back a little bit, so we're going to compromise and put him right there.
Okay.
And we'll just make sure all of that is good, and it is good. So we're going to stick with that. B1s have double moved, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay. I'll be taking a token from the stack. I have pulled R2 and 3PO. What I believe I will do with them...
Blast off on top of the building.
Yeah. That card might be in there, maybe. I think I should... These guys are pretty slow. If I move him away from the tank, he can't heal the tank, but he's closer to being a threat, and that's what makes this fun. So.
That is the thing with R2. You do have to decide eventually what role he is going to play. Chris is opting to make that role.
For the spoiler. I'm going to move right up to here.
Okay.
Bring C-3PO cyborg relations right up there with a double move.
All right, I'm going to take a quick measurement real quick.
Okay.
And those guys do appear to be within range 1.
I would say so.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and activate this unit of droids.
Okay.
And they're going to double move here. And then just move. We're going to call it right here, Chris.
Okay.
And then we are just kind of recohering our army after that initial shocking assault by Chris, following that very clever scouting party by Rex. He is crafty.
Yes.
So we've had to redeploy essentially, and those guys are done then.
Well, my last one is going to be this clone commander unit right over here.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I have temptations. I'm going to have to act on them as they are moving up to threaten my tank, and I will have no such thing. So I will move just right there. Who is going to be in range 3. Right? Yeah. What do you think? What do you think,
Yeah,
sir?
I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
Yep.
Of that squad right there. So let's make sure everyone can see something. Now, fortunately, my specialist is not going to be able to use his cool gun because that's a range 2 cool gun. But he will be able to add a black die utilizing the clone's regular weaponry.
Absolutely.
So here comes. It's heavy cover because we're crossing the fountain.
Yep.
So I'm just going to take a shot at 6 black dice.
All right.
Against that B1 battle droid unit.
B2, sir.
B2, sorry, yes.
Super battle droids.
Yes, super duper battle droids.
All right, 6 black dice.
Okay, against their armor 1 and
Heavy cover.
heavy cover. So
And a surge token to boot.
Yep.
Now you also have use of a surge token.
I
here.
sure do, because I should have taken aim.
You
But,
should've.
well, it doesn't feel like it's going to matter either way. So if I spend the surge, it's just going to be all negated, so I'm going to just end it there.
Bouncing off my armor.
Plink, plink. And the fountain.
I've taken a suppression token here. No surges were spent, as I'm going to go back to my stack and pull my other support. And these guys are also going to be double moving, Chris.
Okay.
So we're going to do
In
that off
ball
camera. In ball mode.
All right.
So that's where a double speed 3 move will bring me up to, is I have gone ahead and placed my wheel token. Now, Chris, I don't think you have
Oh, I'm out of activations.
any more activations. I'm just going to leave the big man, Grievous, over here.
Grevy.
And he's kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place, I'm seeing. And I don't know what to do with him. So, give me just a minute.
Okay.
Grievous came over here to the center of the army for reasons. Is that's going to be the end of turn 1, I believe,
Okay.
correct?
Yes.
So, we don't have hostile environment or anything crazy. It's clear conditions.
It's
So
real clear conditions.
we're going to go ahead and remove all these tokens. Now, I would flip a shield generator, or shield token, if I had any that were down, but I don't. So at the end of turn 1, here we go. We got this droid unit has lost 3 droids and has retreated back to my right flank in order to get some heavy cover. Well, these droidicas have moved up to engage this big ball of clones coming around the house there. My other droids have redeployed here around Grievous and behind this unit of B2s, while my left flank is currently being anchored by that unit of Droidicas. R2-D2 and C-3PO are sneaking up behind this building as this 4-man unit of clones has moved in contact with that objective marker. Chris's unit of the clone captain and his buddies has moved around that corner. Fired some shots at the B2 to no effect, and no one's touching that objective. We got another unit of 6 back there with the DC-15. The Saber tank was a bear to move twice to eventually get in position. So that catches you up as we go to round 2 card draw next.
All right.
We are in turn 2. Chris, what you got there, brother?
I have picked a 3-pip. Assault.
Okay, classic 3-pip. I've gone with a 2-pip Supreme Commander.
Ooh.
General Grievous gains 1 surge token for each other friendly trooper unit at range 1, and while another friendly trooper unit has a face-up order token, it gains Guardian 2 and can use Guardian during a melee attack.
Nice.
Orders have been given out, and all of my army, except for this unit on the far right, who did not recover last time, instead opting for the heavy cover. And this unit on my far left, the Droidicas, have order tokens now. Yes. Grievous had 4 trooper units within range 1, so he got 4 surge tokens. And then he gave out surge tokens to the Droidicas, the B2s, this unit of B1s, and this unit of B1s. Chris, your orders have gone to?
I went to Rex, which gave him a surge token. I went to this far back clone squad, which gave them a surge token. And I have given it to the tank, which has given it a surge token.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start with the B2s.
Okay.
And the B2s are going to attempt to get out of the front arc of that tank.
Ooh.
By moving forward.
Aggressive.
At a quick pace. Now the tank will still have light cover because of that tree in my way. Matter of fact, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull him back a little bit. He'd still have light cover, but this looks like the place I need to be, actually. So okay. I wasn't going to be able to escape your front arc.
Okay.
But I will get within range 2 of these guys. And with that, let's go ahead and I'm going to push him up a little bit so I can get the weak point. You mind?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
Going for the tank.
Yeah, going for the tank. They only have the range 2 guns. I will give you something to think about. So I will be in your side arc, and you will have light cover.
Okay.
First time using the B2s, they're going to have 2 red, 4 black, and 5 white.
Okay.
They surge to nothing, but they do have a surge token. And it's an impact 3, Chris.
Oh.
2 natural, 1 because I'm in your side arc.
Okay. What is happening?
Lots of crits there.
Oh, beautiful.
Now, you do have cover 1, right?
I do have cover 1.
So it's going to cancel 1. We will go ahead and use that surge token to make this a hit. And then with impact 3...
Well, you surge to crit?
I surge to hit, but with impact 3...
Oh, then you turn it. Okay. I see, you're already turning it.
So,
this is...
take 6.
I know.
You weren't expecting this.
I wasn't expecting 3 crits there. All right, so here comes 6 defense dice. Ooh.
You do have a surge token.
And I will be spending it to keep it at 1 wound. 1 good roll deserves another.
That's ridiculous. Well done.
That's ridiculous.
Okay, that's slightly problematic, as that's going to have to make my B2HA trooper cycle his gun, so it's not going to be ready till turn 4 unless I can recover and shoot next time.
Okay.
So, Chris, that's it for me. Do you know what you want to do?
Yes. I believe what I'll be doing, I would really like to shoot the unit that is closing on that objective, and yeah, I will. Okay. I'm going to go with the tank now.
Okay.
And the tank is going to move forward so that I have this in range 3.
Just ignoring the B2s. I like it.
Yep, because I really want to use the laser. 3 black dice is probably better than a name token. So I am ignoring those B2s. I mean, because they can only put 1 wound on me, so... Sorry, I'm teasing.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Alright, so I will be firing against this squad who has light cover from that fence.
Okay. Which weapons are you going to be using?
I will be using my primary gun, and then I'll be using the laser turret.
Okay.
Yes.
Now you do surge to hit, if I'm not mistaken. Yes.
I do not.
You do not. Okay, so at least the B2s were successful in that regard.
Yep. I do have critical 1.
I do have light cover, and actually you have critical 2 by the time you put both weapons together.
Yep. You're right. So here's my dice pool. Double rainbows for the tank, 3 for the twin laser gun. Rolling against that droid army. Looking pretty hot.
It's really hot.
Very hot.
Critical 1.
Critical 1
Critical
turns that
2,
to
actually,
crit. Yep.
Okay.
Only 1 to surge. Light cover will take 1 away.
Yep, that's going to leave you with 2, 4,
6.
6.
Nasty.
I need an air dice. All right, here we go. We have saved 1, and we'll lose 5.
Okay.
Taking a suppression token here and lost 5 droids. What we're going to do is we're going to go with the use them before you lose them rule. They're going to go ahead and activate with strict orders. They'll take the suppression off. And then they're going to go ahead and fire at your tank.
Okay.
And then they're going to recover both their rocket launcher and their HQ uplink.
Okay.
I'm looking at red, black, white with impact 2 here.
Okay.
No cover for you. That is good.
What?
We're going to go ahead and spin the surge token and then impact 2.
Okay.
We really hate that tank, Chris.
All right, here we go. 4 defense rolls on the tank. Oh, better than average. 1 more wound.
Nuts. So for reference, folks, if you saw my last video against Jim over on Paint All the Minis, it was a skirmish game, my tank missed its first 5 saves. Chris, I've put 10 crits through on that thing so far. I only see 2 wound tokens on it for some reason.
I know why that is, because I saved everything else on my dice rolls.
Amazing. All right, so you are up, and you have decided that you're going to...
I feel like a Breaking Bad moment. Say my name. Hot dice, Pete.
Okay, he is moving that squad of clones.
I am coming out here to try to catch your droids unawares. And I believe, sir, I will be able to hit them without cover. Let's see how the roll goes. It's a big squad.
It's a big squad, and it's a big dice pool with 6 white, 5 black, Chris tells me.
Yes.
I don't have any cover on these boys, but we at least diverted the attention of some clones for a moment.
Yes, we have pulled away from the objective to try to hurt some things. So, here comes these 11 dice. Well, I am looking at 6 hits on the roll. So again, being very potent with that. You know, I'm just going to continue to be as oppressive as I can, and I will probably spend both the surge tokens that I have out that way.
You are within range 1 of Rex.
Making sure. Oops. Oh yeah.
Okay, so that makes 8.
It does make 8.
We're going to cancel 1 because of armor.
Yes.
So that makes 7. Turn 2 is where it all went bad, folks. So I'm going to lose 1, 2, 3. It would have been worth it if I could have taken some damage off that tank, but I didn't.
Yes.
Losing 3 B2s definitely hurts, and there's their suppression token. So I'm going to go over here to my right. Now, I did not show it before, but these guys do have the linked targeting array, which means that they got a aim token. What they're going to do is they're going to move up and see what they can see here. Move my droidicas up at speed 1, and they've taken a standby token, waiting for everybody to come out around the corner, or just at least hold them in place as we go over to you, Chris.
I reveal a token from the stack. I got a trooper unit.
Okay.
It is a thing. I don't want to do the thing. I'm going to go with this clone squad over here.
Okay.
We're going to step out in the same fashion. We are going to I am going to be using the specialist. So I tap the specialist card to gain an aim, dodge, or surge token.
Okay.
I think I'd like to have a dodge from where I'm at.
Okay.
I have a feeling that response is coming, but I am going to try to throw 6 black dice into the no cover remaining battle droids.
Gotcha.
All right, 6 black dice. How does it go? With 3 hits.
Just about average. I'm going to cancel one of those.
Okay.
Let's make one of these saves.
But you have a token, right?
No, I spent it in order to do no damage to your tank.
That's right.
All right, so we have taken a second suppression and lost my hot trooper. That is a big deal. So I'm going to go to my stack at this point. No, I'm not. I'm going to go over here. And I'm going to move this unit up into range 3 and shoot the clones that just shot at my B2s.
Okay.
So these droids now do have line of sight and no cover at those clones there. Chris does have that dodge token he likes to point out.
Mm-hmm.
You right down there, Pipe? Okay. All right, let's grab you a dodge token as I grab myself 3 black and 6 white dice.
Mm-hmm.
I also have a surge token
Ooh.
to help out. Let's see how we do. We do okay. We did a total of 3 there.
Okay.
You want to use that dodge?
I sure do.
Just going to make it
Make
2.
it 2. See how many clone boys go down.
Come on, 2.
Red dice are rolled. Of course.
Okay.
It's that kind of game.
It's going to complete the turn for these battle droids. As we go to you, Chris.
All right. I think what I should do here is I'm going to move good old Rex
Okay.
up and at him and try to knock trees over. Now Rex is only going to be able to get as close as humanly possible. I guess I can go forward to make sure I got that range.
Oh, you got that range.
And I'm going to touch the piece of terrain.
Okay.
And that will give him an aim token. Let's take our 3 red dice and throw it on that battle droid.
Alright, sounds good.
Alright, no surges, so looking for hits. There are 2 hits.
2 crits.
Was that gonna... Okay.
Because you searched a crit.
I'm gonna re-roll this.
No, go ahead.
Because you have armor.
That was a surge, right?
Oh, was it? I don't know. It was like literally cocked, but
Yeah, it was a surge.
all the sides were hit sides around it. Okay. Okay, but you're gonna armor one.
We'll armor that one. And I'm going to fail both of those after you kick the table and knock the dice.
Yeah, whatever I can do to...
There goes the first activation. Alright, we have lost our last B2 as I measure out. I'm not going to be able to get this unit in range here. Unless they moved like really fast. No, it's going to be short. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate this unit on my right, Chris.
Okay.
They're going to go ahead and double move this direction now.
Yeah.
I'll make sure that this objective, I at least have a chance for it.
Yeah.
Okay. That's going to be it for them.
Okay. I will be taking from the stack at this point because I must.
Chris has pulled a trooper unit.
Trooper unit. Well, I think I'd rather kind of sit here. Let's heal one of these. Am I healing or am I repairing or damaging?
Yes. What's your second action?
Am I taking one off? Or
You got a 50-50 shot here. You can be giving me a point or you can be giving you a point. We'll check the card after this.
Okay. And then I will be taking, I guess, standby in case you wheel up here.
Okay. Chris has removed one of those wound tokens, and that's going to be it for that. Is I'm going to go ahead and start moving around with these droids. What they're going to do is they're going to cower over the power of that tank, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But they will go ahead and conduct a double move here.
Yes.
Which will put them just short of the objective, unfortunately. That's going to be it for them.
Okay. I'm back to drawing from the stack. Got more troopers. What I'm gonna have to do, let's go with this squad up here. I'm gonna be advancing to base contact with this objective, which I believe is gonna put me able to shoot something. Let's take our shot against the 2 remaining units in that squad right over there.
Makes sense to me. 5 black, 2 red at critical 1. Firing into the light cover here.
Light cover droids. Oh, well, you're gonna survive.
Yay!
I surged that to crit. You cancel that out, so you're rolling 1.
I'd like to keep my rocket launcher. That would be sweet. No. All right, so there goes the rocket launcher. Go ahead and place a suppression on that lone droid there. So I'm going to go with my stack, Chris, and I've pulled a trooper unit.
Okay.
It's going to be these guys right here. They're going to go ahead and move up naturally. Mm-hmm. And then for their second action, they're going to go ahead and recover their HQ uplink.
Okay.
I'm going to take the piece of terrain with them.
Seems like a good strategy. Just hold up the barricade and walk forward, right?
All right, so they have recovered their HQ uplink. That's going to be important.
I'm back to the draw. And my draw is R2-D2 and C-3PO.
Okay.
All right, guys. Let's continue just to walk forward, because I feel like that's what they do. And they're too slow to really get away from the attack at this point. So I'm going to move right there. And then let's move, well, just up enough to where I am going to be at the piece of terrain. So double move behind the tree.
Okay. It's going to make me think for a second. R2's getting a little close to that tank, isn't he, Chris? I see you, R2. Grievous is going to activate.
Ooh, he is going after him.
He is going after him.
Aha.
I mean, that's really a tasty target with trained in your Dread-Eye arts, but this is also a tasty target.
Yes.
And when he gets right here, let's go ahead and plink a shot into R2.
Okay.
And I'll get him with no cover right there.
Okay.
Grievous is doing this with all of the surge tokens. Mm-hmm. And the Annihilator gun, as I check, is going to be 2 black and 2 white.
Okay.
It's going to be 2 black and 2 white at range 2, so no issues there. Using his Relentless. It's also critical 1, pierce 1, so take 2, boys.
2, pierce 1, so I can save twice to take 1 damage.
It is white dice, surgeon 2 defense.
Okay, so little 1-9 shot here. Don't get it. 2 damage on R2-D2.
Chris has placed a suppression, 1 wound on R2, 1 on 3PO. As we go back to your stack, I think you got 1 remaining.
The last thing that I have is this trooper unit right over here behind this building. Now, I think I'd like to come forward. Oh, man, I know he surges to defense. I really want that guy gone, though. And I guess you can switch it up and come after my clones up here. That would be... But I can do this. Come up right here. Fortunately, not touching the hedge, so that is
lucky there.
Yep, almost.
You're just baiting me at this point.
Yeah, cool. Come over here. Don't hit R2. But with this, oh, I can actually just go on the steer. Okay, so what am I at range 2 to? I am at range 2 to that unit. Mm-hmm. But I'm also range 2 to Grievous. So I'm going to use my tactical and gain an aim token for moving.
Okay. Is that offensive push then?
Oh, yes. Offensive push.
Okay.
Where is that squad?
It's over. Your hand is on it.
Okay. Yes. So I use offensive push.
Okay. Let's go ahead and mark that as tapped. You've also tapped one of your clone specialist on your...
DC.
Wasn't your DC squad, it
no,
was
it
your,
was,
your rocket launcher squad.
That's right.
Gotta keep them straight here, folks. Gotta keep them straight.
Keep me from cheating. I'm always ready.
So, at this point, they're going to be doing some shooting.
What I think I'm going to do... I have to decide right now whether I'm committing to trying to kill Grievous or if I'm going to ignore Grievous. And I think I can be probably more of a pain in the butt if I don't shoot Grievous. I'm going to use my range 2 gun against this squad right here, and all my range 3 guns against this squad right there.
Gotcha. Light cover for everybody.
Okay, so the this gun here is 2 black and a white with Pierce 1 against light cover droids. So I need a couple hits or a crit. That's what the aim is for. Okay, so I'm going to leave it like that and let that pierce the remaining droid.
Sure, yep.
And then the other dice pool. It's going to be 5 black on the other squad back there with light cover. 4 hits. Why don't we just re-roll this one with that aim? 4 hits turns to 3.
No search tokens for them, so they're going to lose 3 guys.
Okay.
Ouch. All right, so we lost my second activation and some more droids. This is a lot of droid bodies piling up. Chris, where are you hiding all your casualties at, my friend?
Well, I haven't lost any units yet.
So,
you've been putting your wounds, the few of them.
Going with my Decas. They're going to go into ball mode, and they'll be right back.
Okay.
So that's it for the Droidicas, and that's it for turn 2. As at the end of turn 2, we have that unit of 4 mana clones. They have managed to take 1 off of there.
Did you happen to proc my standby? No, you're too far.
Okay. As my Droidicas start moving around that building, heavy casualties on the droid side as Grievous moves in, looking at R2 and C-3PO, but also a lot of clones. Over here, also heavily attrited as my B2s are gone. These droids that remain are moving up towards my objective token, supported by that unit of Droidica. So nothing good going on for the CIS right now. We'll see if we can turn around in turn 3. Turn 3 of my droids are in trouble, Chris. I've gone with ambush.
Okay, I have had nothing else to do except to try to blast off.
Okay, as it is my turn, I roll
the
critical red dice here. Shields, it's me. Shields, it's me.
It is you.
Coming for you, R2. Orders have been given out. We'll start with Chris. He has given it to R2, which gives him a dodge token and a surge token. Now, you have lost that suppression token.
Yeah, not a surge token. No.
Okay.
And R2 actually gets to keep his suppression tokens if he wishes.
So why won't he gain the surge token?
He gains... Because I think the card said...
Yeah, it has to be the nominated commander that gives it. Okay, so it's not Rex.
But he does gain that... Oh, he does have courage too. So...
what is going on here? He only had 1 suppression.
And I chose not to remove it because I play good always.
I don't think you can.
I think R2... Inconspicuous in your rally step. Oh, it's the rally step you choose not to remove. Yeah. Oh, my bad. Here I am.
So you should be at exactly 0 suppression at this point.
The card gives me a suppression.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. As I've given it to Grievous, who gives him a surge token.
Okay.
And then I've popped my HQ uplink here on my right. And then chained there, all 3 of those guys get surge tokens as well. As I go ahead and make sure that I mark that my HQ uplink over there is done. I'm going to start with Grievous, obviously. He's going to make 2 speed 2 moves, and he's going to get on the other side of 3PO. I think with no problem. Just to make sure I'm not, just kind of in the wind there. Yeah, there's no issues there.
Okay.
So here comes General Grievous.
I will now have to base you.
And he is going to attempt to take care of the droid problem that the Separatists have.
What droid problem?
So, good dice pull. It doesn't always come through, though. It's 2 red, 4 black, And 2 white. I do have my surge token here.
It is Pierce 2, right?
It is Pierce 2.
Oof, all the better.
Beep bop. Robot. No. No. God, for God's sakes.
Well, guess I'm dodging 1 and taking 2.
Yep. All right. It's going to do it for Grievous, who spent his surge token. As we go to you next.
Well, I think I'm going to be leaving R2 there now. So,
okay.
When I'm engaged in melee, I will be drawing a token. It is a trooper unit.
Okay.
I am going... Oof. Yeah. I'm going to run towards the objective here. Like this. Even though Grievous is right around the corner. And let us throw all the dice on that droid unit right there.
Okay. I forgot to remove the suppression token that you saw on that unit after the end of last turn, so they still have light cover.
Okay, so I got 5 clones for 5 black dice pool. Oops. Let me just knock everything over.
Let's take care of that later.
Sorry, I'm already there.
Focus.
Okay, all right. And then these.
Okay.
Let's get that out of the way. No confusion. And the roll. I have hit 3, which means I hit 1. I mean, hit 2 after removing 1, but it is Pierce 1.
See if I can roll 2 shields here. Unlikely. No, so I'll lose 2 droids.
Okay.
All right, we have 2 droids remaining here, and one of them is suppressed. I'm going to go to my stack, and I'm going to pull a core unit. It's going to be these guys.
Okay.
If I can get a white dice from you, brother.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. See if they roll off that suppression. They do not. All they're going to do is come in contact with this and go ahead and put a wound token on it. So that's going to be it for their activation.
Okay, back to me.
Yep.
Take 1 from the stack.
Trooper.
Troopers. Quick range calc. Not quite yet. Could be for DC. But I'm scared to begin to be hit. So from here, I will be removing 1. And I think I would be all the wiser to gain a dodge token from where I'm at, rather than firing my DC.
Yep. Okay. So that makes the importance of going with them before you got a chance to go with them not important. You've not gone with these guys yet, eh?
Mm-mm.
I think it's worth the chance right here. So as I measure range 3, I can probably just rotate them and shoot them.
Get it in a pivot, yep.
Yep. So we're going to go to our stack. See if we can't do that. They're going to go ahead and pivot 90 degrees.
Okay.
And then I will have you in arc, and I will have you in line of sight for both of them.
Okay.
As we're going to go ahead and try to take a shot there. It's a suppressive weapon. Let's do some suppression and maybe, just maybe, kill our first mini tonight.
They could panic off the full...
You have heavy cover, of course. We've gotten 2 hits, so that will be canceled by the heavy cover.
But it is suppressive.
Yep. Seems like a bit of a waste for those Droidicas, but if they do manage to panic that unit off, it'll be worth it. So we go to you.
Okay, drawn from the stack. Got trooper unit. I mean, that one is kind of set. I cannot see the full squad from where I sit, but it is a cumbersome weapon that I get to fire. So I think from where I'm at, I should probably just aim and fire and give you heavy cover.
Okay.
5 black and the rocket launcher with aim token. The dice say That was a great shot for me. So it's down to 4.
Like my friend Max would say, I think I need a Dr. Pepper. It's for you, Max. You want to use that aim?
No.
4. I'll save 1 and I'll lose 3 droids. These guys are within panic range right now, so what I'm going to do is I will see if I roll off their suppression token.
Okay.
They do not. I didn't mean to do that. What I meant to do is say I'm going to use their strict orders.
Okay.
And that will take care of that. And they are going to shoot back at the clones that just shot me.
Yep.
Who we know are in the open. Then they're going to move after that.
Yep. They should not have cover because your leader is drawing to at least 4 of those 6.
Correct.
Yep.
Chris wishing you'd taken a dodge token right now.
Will this be the first clone?
I said that last time, and the answer was a resounding no. 3 black, 3 white, with a surge token. No cover.
Uh-oh.
We will go ahead and use that surge token to make it 4.
4 hits. Well.
This is nothing for Chris Peterson.
No. 4 shields, just now. Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Average roll. All right. I lost 2 models.
Chris has lost 2 guys, and after that, I have went ahead and flipped this unit over. He also took a suppression token. As we go to you, sir.
I will be taking another token from the stack. It is Rex. Well, that's not super helpful.
You want a minute?
I can just keep... Yeah, give me a minute.
Chris has made a decision. He is still hemming and hawing about whether or not this is a good move.
As always. Should still probably be within range to steal that aim token if I need it. That was a bomb. That one cheap. Oh. Then I only get 1 unit because I can't see the other one. Making this a very bad move. Rex will come right up here.
Okay.
And where no one can see him, right? And then he's just, he gets an aim for doing that. And he's going to grab a dodge token. No, he's going to grab an aim token.
2 aim tokens, you
Oh,
say.
yeah, baby.
Interesting. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Can't see a whole lot right now, and I'm running out of activations. What we're going to do is we're going to go to my stack and pull these droidicas. These droidicas are going to have to come around the corner and start blasting. These guys have moved up near the objective, and they both have line of sight to Rex around that corner. Yeah, I might have to move this guy forward, Chris.
Okay.
So he's going to go that way, so you can definitely see him.
Okay.
And we're going to shoot at Rex.
All right.
Rex has heavy cover at this point. 2 red, 4 black, coming at him.
Okay.
Big roll. For 4, finally, we get something good going. You're going to block 2 of them.
Okay.
Take 2.
Must take 2 saves with Rex. Takes a wound, but 2 suppression tokens.
It's going to end it for Rex as Chris goes to a stack and pulls a trooper.
Troopers. Well, the only troopers I have not... I have that squad and that squad. I guess let's go ahead here.
Chris Peterson special.
If I panic off the board.
That would be sweet.
Fade away!
Congratulations.
Oh my gosh.
That makes that a really wasted move.
Yeah.
Because it didn't kill anybody.
And then I just use my 1 action to take off the...
Yep. Alright, at my turn, I'm going to go ahead and activate this unit of droids here.
Did you record?
Record you doing...
This?
Yeah.
Take off the wood?
No, I'm tired of this. I did not record it. These guys are going to double move up to this objective, Chris.
Okay.
And since it is a double move, I'm still working on my basing for these guys, so make sure there's some separation between the squads so I know who's who.
Okay.
That will be that for them.
Okay. I'm back to the stack.
Mm-hmm.
Now I've pulled the tank.
Okay.
I don't have too many options. I can always pivot and try to fire against some heavy cover droidage over there. And honestly, I don't think you can give it, unless I want to kill those two guys. I really want to base them with R2, but I really feel like I'm going to have to kill them. Here, that's my very edge. Am I in?
Yeah, they're in range 3.
Okay. And then I have a range 4 gun anyway, so.
It won't matter too much, but Ayla Secura does have Inspire 2 if she wants to
I
Inspire.
do get to remove this one suppression, which is going away anyway.
Is Rex within range 2?
Fortunately, I mean, the base is so big, right?
Yeah.
He's not.
Okay.
It's just out.
Okay, good news for the droids.
Yeah. So, good news for the droids? Yeah, he's in. So, I think what I'm going to do is pivot just a little bit.
Okay.
Because I like to be able to still have these guys in arc.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't really open any doors for me, does it?
No.
This is silly.
Because your top gun is 360.
Oh, like this is Oh, you mean the laser turret's 360?
Yeah.
Well, then why am I pivoting?
I don't know. Well, how am I losing to you again?
Because today the dice love me.
What you gonna do, brother?
I'm gonna aim.
Okay. And then shoot at this unit.
I'm gonna use my main gun on the unit to try to guarantee success.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my lesser 3 black dice gun against this heavy cover squad of droids just to see what happens.
Okay. Good news for you is both those guns have critical 1.
Yeah.
Light cover first? Yep, light cover first, it looks like.
Yep, just the 2 droids over there with the main gun. Should I re-roll?
So you got 2 crits right now.
I don't think I searched a crit.
You got critical 1.
Oh, I do. Yeah, but I don't know. This is the one I do not want to leave the chance.
Okay.
I do not want a guy surviving here. Okay. So maybe I should have pulled my guns together. Okay, well, sir. See if you can roll a
I cannot.
side. Okay.
Next up,
the 3 black dice against all those guys hiding behind a skinny pillar. Hey, there's 1 critical there.
see if I can save that one. No, so I'll lose another droid over there and take a suppression. We've removed a droid from that unit and taken a suppression. I'm going to have to activate this unit next. And what they're going to do, Chris, is they're going to step into the river at speed 1. Just to make sure I got line of sight to Rexy there.
You do.
And I think I'm going to go right there. Hear these guys around. And then we're going to go ahead and take a shot.
Okay.
With the old rocket launcher.
Okay.
Against heavy cover, Rex.
Okay.
It's going to be a red, 2 black, and 3 white. Same token does not apply. I do have a surge token, though. Okay, so we will spin the surge token to push 1 through.
Okay.
Yep.
Rex rolls against the 1. He takes a wound and a suppression.
Okay. Okay, we've taken the other wound on Rex, and now I'm out of activation, so we're just going to watch Chris play for a little bit.
Okay, I just got 2 activations to make. I got this squad here, and they will be coming over here to join the battle. Now, this is the frag grenade squad, sir. Or there's 2 frag grenade squads. So we are finally close enough. Quite a few aims. Now, it would only be droid decars. So I'm going to just hit the droid decars as hard as humanly possible. Do I catch them without from where they're at? I think I do. Well,
I'm fine with that. Let's
okay.
Go throw dice.
Okay. Okay. I don't know. I've been told. So this is going to be potentially be really awesome.
I'll grab more dice.
Okay. So this is 5 frag grenades with us, the Z6 firing its own gun.
Okay.
So we roll. Might not need all the million aim tokens. So fortunately, the frag grenade will allow these to surge off the Z6. And so I will be spending one of Rex's aim tokens for these 2. Okay. I will spend the other aim token on Rex. And I will spend that last aim token on the unit that's around the wall there. Hey, there is 11 hits.
1, 2, 3, 4 against the shields, leaving me with 7. And that's a dead Droidica unit.
What do you say there?
Yeah, you can jump over it.
Okay. I will jump over 3. R2 and his disengage to go right there.
Okay.
I am not touching the piece of thing yet, but I think the next move I should make is right. No. Next move I should make is on this side in case Grievous wants to be all bassy, touchy-feely. Oh, okay, this is what I'm doing. And I will use a free action to repair one of my own wounds.
No, repair is not a free action on R2.
Oh, it's not.
It is not.
Oh, okay, that's okay.
Yeah.
Sticking to the strategy.
That's how he got quiet when he was like, yeah, I'm going to take a free action and repair one of my wounds. And it's also repair 2, so he would be able to repair 2.
2 wounds off himself?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I know, it's pretty good.
It's very good.
All right.
Okay.
That's going to end it for turn 3. The droids are taking a kicking as that has still been untouched. Over here, we have put 1 on. Chris has taken 1 off of there and managing to roll off a suppression token over here has managed to take 2. That was after the Droidica shot at them with their suppressive weapons to try to get them. R2 and 3PO managed to escape General Grievous and have disengaged over to there. And we'll take a suppression token off of them as well. As clones are just moving up and taking down droids. This might be the last turn, folks, unless something changes dramatically. All right, we're here at turn 4. It's your turn to play your first.
I have played push.
I have played trained in your Jedi arts.
Okay.
Let's see if Grievous can act like Grievous now and do some good damage.
Okay.
I have ordered General Grievous back here. He's gained a dodge and a surge token. Chris, what have you done?
I have given my orders to this squad over here as well as Rex, giving them each a surge token.
Okay, I'm going to begin with Grievous. He's going to go ahead and take an aim token. And then what he's going to do, Chris, so I'm going to move this for a second.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to move out so he's touching this piece of terrain and your guy.
Okay, here we go. Grievous getting down and...
Before he does that, he's going to take an aim,
okay.
if you don't mind terribly.
Sure.
And we'll get that aim token. You see, I had already gotten that aim token out. Preparing, when you video things, it gets tougher. And at this point, he is going to use his lightsaber against these guys.
Okay.
He's going to use his Annihilator against them.
Oh, it's good. It's good.
And that might be it, so we shall see.
I think you got my droids.
The Annihilator is the most important thing here.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be doing that first. I'm going to find my aim token here. At crit 1, no cover against your 2 droids that have 2 health left.
Yep. Oh, that's why I can't watch this. I can't see your heartbreak.
Okay, so I ended up doing 2 crits.
There you go. So I have to save both to live.
Yes.
Okay.
No, I can't watch this.
Almost.
Almost. Okay, so the droids are down and we've killed a unit.
What? Unfair.
Now, against the clone unit here, we got a Pierce 1. We've gotten 2 there.
Ooh, so probably 2 clones down at least. I don't have the surge, so that's 2 clones.
Okay. Now I'm also going to be hitting them with Trained in Your Jedi Arts for the same dice pool.
Okay.
No pierce on this one, but it is suppressive. I will go ahead and use my Surge token to make it 4.
4 hits. Just 4 normal hits?
Just 4 normal hits.
And 2 suppression, right?
1 suppression because it's a melee attack.
Oh, right. 4. Ooh, 3 clones. I think since I was a 6-man unit, it just takes me down to the leader.
Yeah.
Okay.
Grievous is doing everything he can to hold it together for the CIS here, folks. As we go to you, Chris.
All right, over here, I'm going to activate this squad.
Okay.
And I don't think you're currently in range 1. I think I got to move for this.
You do.
So I certainly shall. I will move. Sure, less than range 1, just so I can cohesion a fair amount of. Okay, fair amount of my guys behind this. And what I will do is I will throw. Is this all one squad here? E6?
It's 2 squads, so that's 3 and that's 7.
Okay, I'll be hitting 7.
Okay.
Okay. So 5 reds for frag grenades, and then 6 white with the E6.
Okay.
So the roll says. Oops. Okay, so I'm looking currently on 2, 6, 7. Now no aims or anything, so it is just a 7 result.
I just need to save one of these. One of these.
Don't say that, then it doesn't.
One of these will do the trick.
Oh, one of
I'll
them.
save one of them. Unit leader remains in contact there as I go to my stack. I have pulled a support unit. Of course I pulled a support unit.
Of course
Why
you
want that
did.
support unit?
Yeah.
Yeah, this horrible gamble that turned out horribly was horrible. So they have to either move or shoot. They're going to go ahead and shoot.
Okay.
At that unit. That is AI kicking in.
Okay.
I just can't effectively make that right turn and then go out and shoot. So here it comes. You're looking at 2 crits going through this time.
Okay. 2 dice. I save them.
Take 2 suppression. My second action, Chris, is going to be to pivot 90 degrees.
Okay.
Out here. And they are done. So we go back to you.
I think the most important thing is to see if I can end up with 2 activations with Rex.
Uh-huh.
So, let's roll 2 light dice.
Do it on the table.
Uh-huh. Oh, he only gets 1 action. Good job throwing out enough suppression to make that happen.
It only cost me a unit of Droidicast.
Yeah, just 1 unit Droidicast.
What you doing?
My movement 2 template is disappears.
You can have that one.
Because you had 2.
I don't know what you're talking about. As the guy who controls the camera, I control the truth.
Rex is just coming out here hot and heavy. And he will get 2 wounds. And he gets an aim token for moving, and that's it, because he only gets 1 action.
Okay. I'm going to go here and pull from my stack. It is a trooper, and I need to get this guy before he is dead. So we're going to see if he rolls off that suppression. He does not. AI attack means he's going to be shooting at Captain Rex.
Okay.
This will be quick, Chris. You do have light cover.
Oh,
take a suppression token.
No more. All right.
After that, his second action was to place a wound on the objective, as he is done. Once again, droids do not lose actions for being suppressed.
I must go to my stack. I pull trooper unit. I think at this point, the best thing I can do is try to... Well, first off, I try to remove that suppression. I do not. I'm going to disengage
Okay.
Mr. Grievous. The range 1 move. In all desperation, I do it towards the objective. I mean, even bringing Grievous closer to the objective, but... Here I am.
Yeah, there you are.
All right, back to you.
Okay, it's going to be another trooper unit. And once again, faced with AI attack, what I'm going to do is go ahead and attack with these guys right here on the right at Clone Captain Rex.
Okay.
For white dice at Chris's light cover Captain Rex, really could just use a hit and be happy. A crit would be phenomenal. 4 blanks is 4 blanks. Their second action, Chris, is to recover their HQ uplink and their rocket launcher.
Okay.
As they are done.
Okay, I take a token. I got the tank. All right, Mr. Grievous, I'm going to aim and try to put the hurt on you. Now, what do I can use 2 guns. I haven't used the bunker buster shells.
No.
Now, their scatter is not going to... I guess it is an extra dice. And it is blast, so it is going to ignore the light cover he's getting.
Yeah.
I'm going to use the buster
Are you
shell.
within range 2?
That is a great question. I'm so big, but I am not.
I could tell because your voice got a little quieter there when you said that you're going to use the bunker blasters.
Did it? It's like subconsciously I'm cheating or something. All right. So just normal guns. Here comes the main weapon and the tank laser turret.
Gotcha. Fortunately, Grievous still has a dodge token.
All right. So here is the dice pool. Double rainbow plus 3 black. And I roll all the black hits. I'll use that aim token to reroll these 2. That is going to be another hit. So with light cover, you're looking at 6.
Okay, so you only use critical 2 there, right? So
yeah.
Looking at 6, I will definitely be using the dodge token.
Looking at 5.
Now I do surge on defense. I do not deflect back at you.
Okay.
So I save 3 and take 2 wounds and a suppression token.
Okay.
It's gonna hurt my man Grievous more than a little bit as I go to my stack and I pull a trooper unit, and with AI attack, they will go ahead and shoot at Rex. This little man back here is not going to have line of sight, unfortunately, but the other 2 guys do, so it's going to be 3 black and a white. 3 black. 1 white. Here we go. Rex in light cover at this point. It's going to have to take 2.
Ooh. Rex rolling against 2 with measly little battle droids. That's 1.
For their second action, they have moved up and touched the objective as well. Yes, Chris.
From the stack, I got a trooper unit. This trooper unit is going to heal the last one off of that. And then take a, I believe, no cover shot against Grievous.
Yeah, well, he's going to have cover 1 because of suppression. Okay. Chris opting to use the specialist for his free token is taking a dodge.
Aim, or is it just one of them? Aim. I put them both down.
Yeah, you get your choice between a dodge, an aim, or a surge.
It's not like calculated odds where it's all of it with 3 PO.
No.
Okay. So 2 red for the DC, 5 for the clones. The roll is all the blacks always hit all the time. Let's reroll this. Well, that will surge to crit. All right, Grievous.
So yeah, hit with all of them.
Yeah, just hit with everything.
Yeah, cancel 1 because of my light cover. Move him with 6. Hit with all of them, huh?
Just easy. This game isn't hard.
Gonna fail 4 out of 6, and Grievous will be down to his last 2 wounds. What's wrong with their interactions? Their interactions are fine. Fine.
Please don't hit me again.
All right, so Grievous is gonna take his 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th wounds, and a second suppression token. As we go back to you, Chris.
Okay. I got more troopers. Let's see if the game will give you this.
Right there on the table.
Let's see. No? No mercy.
2 out of 4 ain't bad.
Nope, especially when you're supposed to be 1 and 3. Yeah, I'm gonna recover. No, I guess I'm gonna fire with 3 black against that squad over there.
All right. Is that your St. Louis accent coming out? Which is funny because you weren't even born here.
I want to shoot the droid cars. All right, so here's 3 black dice against that heavy cover unit. Oh, there's a crit. You have to deal with that.
I'm just gonna roll a dice. I'm gonna take a wound on a Droidica.
Droidica?
Yeah.
What's that?
Back to Chris.
More troopers.
I think it's that unit right in front of you, eh?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be this one. But honestly, this one is going to have to double move.
I might not have a landing zone.
I got too many guys in the way. Why don't you start killing some units, Mike?
I did. They're right there.
Oh.
The fearsome R2-D2 and C-3PO duo.
Yep, too strong. OP. Okay, last token.
How can they be OP? They're the only ones I've killed.
Underpowered.
There you go.
You heard it here, folks. Last one I had was them. So, on to round 5.
I don't think there's going to be a round 5, buddy.
No.
No. As we look at the board, you have managed to completely heal this objective here.
And this objective here.
And that objective here. I've only managed to get 3 wounds on this one.
And 3 wounds on that one.
3 wounds on that one. And even though I could put a 4th wound on there, these guys aren't surviving the day. And with 3 units coming up to activate...
I should be able to pull one off.
Yeah, you're definitely going to be able to pull one off. And even if you didn't, Chris, it would go to points. And as we look at the pile of dead for the 2 respective sides, there's a big imbalance in the force. So, excellent game, as always.
Yeah.
It's always a pleasure.
Game. Sorry for other rolls.
No, I think your rolls were fine. Nothing abnormal.
No, totally.
You know, the tank performed like the tank always performs for me on the channel, so, you know.
Yeah?
Yeah, I got blown up by Sabine. All right. We'll come back with the wrap-up. Take 2. What we have here is yet another colossal military disaster. This time on the CIS is Chris, you did a number on me tonight. Good game.
Yes,
you played very well. And you deserve that win. And we've already talked about it once, but...
I think this is just the luck coming back to me after all these vast amount of campaign losses I have been encountering lately.
Well, you won your last one.
I did win my last one. I think my streak against you was getting out of hand. Like 3 or 4 losses against you in a row.
Yeah,
so
you didn't have your luck those games. You certainly had it this game, though.
I certainly did, yeah.
And thinking back on my strategy and what I could have done better, when it comes to turn 0, I don't think I played that poorly. I think Moisture Evaporators was a good mission for me. But clones with Rex and Scouting Party and doing that Recon 2 can really throw a wrench into that.
Sure.
I got dog hair all in my face. Where's that coming from, Pepper?
I'm just watching your dog just look straight back at you.
Holy cow. So, and that's exactly what happened. I had placed my 2 objectives in kind of an archer horseshoe arrangement so that I could then string my B1 battle droids around those and have Grievous in the middle to make sure that they were all within his courage bubble. Mm-hmm. But what it allowed you to do is then scout with those 3 units around to my right and really pick at my force there. Yeah. And then have that tank front and center to hit the other part of my force. And really, you tore me apart like that. It was really, really good play. So then I go back to, well, if that was the right mission, and I think it probably was with what was presented to me, then maybe it was where I placed my objectives. And I just don't know how else I would place those objectives because while there was some cover on the board, it was mostly on your side of the board tonight in a lot of ways. And I didn't have a lot of options. So I think I lost it in turn 0, but I'm not sure I could have played turn 0 much better. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, it's rough when you when it deploys the way it does, especially with the droids chaining, because you want to keep everybody within range 3 of Grievous so nobody panics off the board.
Mm-hmm.
But in this particular map, it was interesting. The middle was open. Shots could be fired across the entire center. But all the blocking terrain were on the edges of the map.
Yeah.
So it's like the chain either stayed together and the center pieces are like all there able to get shot, or you break the chain up. But then when you break the chain up, you're leaving one side of your forces subject to panicking with suppression should things go.
Yeah, completely isolated. And it's right now it's very hard to run a 2-commander CIS list with both Dooku and Grievous costing about 200 points.
Yeah.
So that's what you're forced to do is kind of keep them together, but at the same time you can't have them all together. You do have to have some room to maneuver, and that's what I tried to accomplish, and it didn't quite work. The other thing I tried to accomplish in turn 2 was to put some real pressure on that tank. And my big play in turn 2 was to move my B2s up, and they got a great shot in, doing 6 crits, with impact 3. And then you rolled 5 out of 6 saves there, and then those rocket launchers for the droids are quite good. Managed to do another 4 wounds too with that, and you rolled 3 more saves. So with 10 crits going through, and you saved 8 of them, that really kind of spelled the end for me. Even though Grievous did everything he possibly could to come through.
Obviously, guys, the dice were very much on my side tonight. I don't know what else could have gone much of my way between units not panicking and running off the board and taking objectives to just how many hits I was rolling for the most part. I mean, like 90% of the time I was just rolling really high.
And that's not to say you didn't play really well, because you played really, really well, and especially on my right flank, your left, where Captain Rex was leading those 2 big units of clones and just dancing around and cutting me apart. It was brilliant play.
Yeah, well, thank you. Just it's hard to overcome good and lucky play. Yeah, as we say.
Yeah, that is the truth. So, a couple interesting things about your list.
Yeah.
The first one is R2D2 and C3PO.
Right. So this is the second time that I've fielded them today, and first time in a clone list actually. And so I only took R2's 1 pip because I wanted to be able to pass out those surges and command clones more than R2. Because I'm not a fan of his 2 pip, really, at least for clones. And then the 3 pip, it's I would rather command 3 clones or command the tank than just here's R2. But you brought up...
I do like that 3 pip. So when you run R2 with the comms relay, it's normally a given order to R2 and 1 trooper, and then that trooper unit gets to make a speed 1 move. Yeah. You can, with comms relay, put it on 2 trooper units. Now you're taking 2 speed 1 moves, and this is normally your turn 1 play. So it's a 3 pip turn 1, and you get a smoke token in addition to that. We saw how you very deftly maneuvered your clones before the game started with scouting. Now imagine you can even farther move them another 4 inches, and you can really start playing havoc with your opponent's defenses.
It was fun when because the objectives were so spread out, I was able to wait to place Rex to last because I had 2 scouting moves that would not have been terrible to go around this side or go around that side. So I just wanted to see where were you putting like your big stuff, and then it allowed that scouting move to be all the more potent. And thankfully, the other side of the flank had the clone leader, so I didn't have to worry so much about suppression over there.
Yeah, it doesn't save you from panicking, but it does mean that you get 2 actions. Yeah. So R2D2 and C3PO really have 3 roles in a clone list. The first one is what you focused on tonight, and that is running straight forward into your opponent's deployment zone to try to score you that extra victory point. Obviously, very handy on moisture vaps normally.
Yeah, just to force you to deal with them. Like, I'm coming. You gotta. It's like a naked ATRT. like running up there. You don't want to just like let it get to you.
50-point unit, that you must deal with, otherwise you are probably going to lose.
Start getting stepped on, yeah.
It gets pretty good.
Yeah.
The other two roles, of course, with C-3PO, you have calculate the odds.
Mm-hmm.
With clone token sharing, that gets really, really good.
Yeah.
Now, we had talked a little bit off camera, and one of the concerns is you don't have a whole lot of abilities to take off suppression. You don't have a lot of courage 2 at this point without any phase 2s. But if you put that on a unit that's already activated, it doesn't hurt so much.
Yeah, that was a great point. I didn't think of that.
And then with Aayla Secura in your tank, you can strip those back off before the end of the round, and then you're going into the next round. If you had more than one suppression token, probably back to 0. So that's a good use for them.
That's true.
And the last use, of course, is for the Saber tank. R2 has that repair 2 capacity to it. It isn't action for him. It's not free action like a normal astromech droid.
Yeah.
But imagine your tank then has 13 wounds instead of just the 9. So it gets really good.
Yeah.
As dog hair goes everywhere.
Yeah, that's okay.
Thanks. So my only critique, and again, it's probably not my place to critique your play when you beat me so solidly, but I think you ran forward with R2 a little bit too quickly. I think in a 6-turn game, you have more time than sometimes you feel like you do.
Yeah.
And the reason why you felt pressured was because...
Well, because normally we're engaging around turn 3. And in this setup with that tank being able to move so far forward and the scout bringing me, a movement forward, we were shooting each other round 1.
It felt like a skirmish match almost.
Kind of did, yeah. A big skirmish match.
Turn 1, first activation resulted in shooting.
Yeah.
Which is very unusual.
Yeah, yeah.
So you felt a little pressure to bring him up forward, but it did cause Grievous to move across the board and deal with him. He would love to have dealt with Rex and those 2 units of clones, but he couldn't. Grievous was a good piece tonight. I think he did well. But, I needed some more help. And the dice didn't give it to me, and certainly my Droidicas probably could play better. I did make a huge mistake, which allowed that unit with the Z6 and the frag grenades to shoot me. I was like, I need to get into line of sight for Rex, and I could have just cohered them into the river. For some reason, I didn't think I could.
Oh, okay.
And they're already going at speed 1. So went to slow them down.
Just go in the river.
Should have just gone the river and kept my distance a little bit farther. Instead, I cohered forward, and then Z6 comes around with frag grenades.
11 hits.
And then no more Droidicas.
Yeah.
So
through the shields.
Yeah, it was good.
1 save out of 11. That's how you were rolling tonight.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it was that bad, but it wasn't great.
Yeah.
That is the epitome of the droid army for you. Sometimes you're going to get 10 crits. Sometimes you're going to get no saves, and it will swing wildly on everything except for your big pieces. I did enjoy the B2s. They were a lot of fun. I thought they were good.
They're cool.
Yeah. Did you enjoy the specialist and the clone commander?
I did. It feels good to be able to just say, I would like a token. And there it is. It's a free action. I'm going to move and get a token and fire. And I know offensive push, accomplishes that. And that's even more so. You could, I guess you can't put the specialist and offensive push. It's the commander that gives you the training slot for offensive push.
Yes.
Okay.
That's true.
I did that with one of my squads tonight. But especially with the token sharing, you're never going to waste I don't want to say never, but you're almost never going to waste those tokens.
Extremely efficient with those tokens.
Yeah. So I'm going to get a token and it's going to be effective, even if it's a dodge. So yeah, I actually really enjoyed playing the specialist. It's a little difficult because it's not a heavy weapon slot and it is 14 points.
Yeah, I'd have to look.
Okay. Which means it has to be an additional piece to your army that's rolling 1 black dice. So you're really stacking your units. Rather than stacking multiple units, you're stacking your units, full of more guys. And it kind of plays into one of the kind of little weaknesses of the Republic right now is less activations on a list.
Yeah, that is definitely one of their weaknesses.
Yeah.
And the tank doesn't help. That's the other thing we want to talk about tonight. is the tank.
Is the tank, yes.
It's a big piece.
Oh, you said it. I don't know where this thing is supposed to move to. Like, there was one place this tank could go. And it went there. And it shot from there, sure. But I don't feel like every map is going to have this one place that I can go and be effective.
And I designed this board for playing with the tank.
Yeah.
It is much more open than what we normally play with, and I have lanes for it to go through.
Yeah.
But at the same time, in order to get to some of those lanes, it requires like left pivot and then move, then right pivot, then move. You could spend your whole time navigating the board just moving.
Yeah.
So yeah, your tank, as you said before, it became like a pillbox in the middle. Very effective, efficient pillbox.
Right, yeah. But that was all it was getting. So I put the scatter shot on it. I don't think I'm ever doing that again.
It's hard to get in the range too unless they come to you.
You're going to come into range 2 of me. That's all that's going to happen.
No one's charging that tank either.
Not really, unless you're trying to slash it up with a lightsaber. But
even then, that's a dicey proposition.
Yeah. With all the dice it rolls.
Maybe, just maybe, if you have a chance to finish it off with that lightsaber.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
that's the only way you're charging at it and getting to range 2. That thing does dominate wherever you put it. The problem is, unless the board is wide open, wherever you put it is probably going to be wherever it ends up.
I'm scared of it being 200 wasted points.
Kind of like the 1.4 laser cannon?
Yeah, it's like bringing 3 1.4 laser cannons and putting them all in places where they can't do anything.
You know, I think the concept for the tank is it's supposed to be this very fast, very maneuverable tank. It has strafe that can move left and right. It can move forward at speed 2 with this huge base. But in reality, unless the map allows it, when you go play a game in a tournament or something, you have no idea what the map situation is going to be.
Yeah.
It could be problematic.
It can either make your game or make you lose your game. Just the map setup.
Yeah.
You know? Can't play around it like troopers.
No, not nearly as flexible in where you can get them to or get them out of as the troopers.
Hopefully we get some rules on the super large bases that will allow like your pieces to like kind of sit more askew, or I don't know.
Well, you can still do the 45-degree angle thing.
Yeah.
And it does have the repulsor vehicle, which allows it when it's moving straight forward or moving forward to ignore terrain that is less than the height of the unit. But, you know, the trees, which are not incredibly high, ends up blocking it.
Yeah, because it's taller. Yeah. And even then, like, how's it? It can't sit on the tree. It would be like
45 degrees is not quite like that.
I know.
So wild.
I don't know. It'll be interesting to see, you know, how they address that, because I feel like that is going to be an issue across a lot of boards. Yeah.
And let's just wrap it up with talking about those big pieces. And you know, you are very great at explaining that you have to either target it and commit to bringing it down or ignoring it entirely, right?
Yeah, and there's just so much risk involved in hitting these big attrition pieces where you have to deal 6 wounds on that tank in order to bring it to the wounded point where at least you're getting something back. Whether it's a loss of activations, a loss of a gun, or the inability to move twice, which I guess is kind of okay because the tank just sits in one spot. And but you have to get 6 wounds on it in order to get anything back. And so when your opponent saves very well, dealing 10 hits to a trooper unit and your opponent saves 8 of them, at least you got 2 guys out of it.
Yeah.
On the tank, there was just nothing positive accomplished with those shots. And my return fire, accomplished a lot.
So I think red dice on some of these vehicles make it that much more chancing for you.
Oh, even scarier still. This thing can share tokens with clones if you bring the right leader.
The veteran clone pilot.
Yeah, so here's your dodges. It can use dodges to cancel crits. So there's your, trying to shoot it down with mortars and, shore DLTs can be affected by that. It can spend those surge tokens to, turn your 50% to a 66, a 2/3 chance with each of your red dice.
When you shoot at an airspeeder or a land speeder with the white dice saves, you feel pretty good that the majority of those things are going to go through. Now, it's variance, and maybe they get really lucky on that. But the red dice, it just seems like it's much more likely to spike high or go low, and your game, if you chose to try to take that big piece down, is entirely dependent on how those dice go.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so when I made my big play during turn 2 and it failed, that was my doom, I feel.
Yeah. It's like this whenever these occupier tanks are played on the Empire, it's always been like the same issue. Like, I don't want to shoot this thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Even when we played that game in Disarray, I'm throwing ion tokens on it, but I mean it's taking one wound here and one wound here.
Mm-hmm.
With those red dice saves, yeah, it's nuts.
Okay. Still loving the clones, still loving the droids. The problem is when we play 4 different factions, we get great at none of them. So I think we played that one well tonight, though. I don't think we made many rules or mistakes, but if we did, go ahead and let us know. Mm-hmm. If you like our content, first consider becoming a patron and supporting us that way, because it helps us invest in what you see on the camera and on the videos, and then it just feels good when we have support. Yeah. And then if you're not out for that, completely understand, especially these days, but please give us a thumbs up on the video, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please subscribe. We're trying to chase down Kerbach and his 35,000 subscribers. We're only 31,000 away at this point. So.
I mean, it's almost there.
Yeah. So really appreciate you guys watching tonight. Hope you enjoyed this video. We're going to be back with more, so if you're stuck at home like I am right now, my governor just declared that I'm not allowed to leave.
Unless you're going to the grocery store or gas station.
You're a citizen of Missouri, so these rules do not apply to you.
Yeah, but for my job, matters a lot.
All right, so enjoy the video. Make sure you share it with your friends if you really liked it. And we'll catch you guys next time, so bye-bye.
See ya.
I think my battery's running out.
Maybe that's
flashing. We're going to do this the old-fashioned way.
And hit the stop button.
Yeah.